Hi, it's Amy, physical therapist and Pilates instructor. Today, I'll be taking you through some beginner exercises that will help to heal a diastasis recti, an abdominal separation that's common after pregnancy. We'll start working on the deep lower abdominals and the pelvic floor muscles, and these are going to provide the stability and support that your body needs to heal. Have a pillow that you can place right under your head and shoulders, and that will help your spine to be in a more neutral and connected position. So lying down, ribs heavy on the mat, tailbone heavy, just a little bit of space under your low back. Take a few breaths to start to connect to those deeper inner unit of muscles. Inhale. And as you exhale, you'll feel your navel gently pulling into your spine and your pelvic floor muscles gently lifting up towards your navel. Inhale. And exhale, gentle draw up and in of those deep lower abdominals. Let's introduce some movement to the body. Inhale, drop your left knee out to the side, only as far as you can without moving your pelvis. And exhale, initiate from your lower abdominals to pull that leg right back up. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, pull up. I like to have my fingers on my rib cage and pelvis to monitor movement there and just to make sure that my pelvis is staying stable as I move my leg around. Inhale. Exhale, draw the abs in. Inhale. Initiate from down low in your pelvis to access those pelvic floor muscles. Last one, left side. Right side, inhale, drop the knee out to the side. Exhale, pull back up. Using this first exercise to connect to your breath, connect to your transverse abdominis and pelvic floor muscles. You always want to move slow and controlled with awareness that those deep lower abdominals are activating. Inhale. Exhale, pull it up. Inhale. Exhale. And last time. Arms come straight up to the ceiling. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, reach past your thighs to your feet and just notice how your lower abdominals pull in. Inhale back up. Exhale, feel those low abdominals engage as you reach your arms. Inhale back up. Let's combine this with a march. So on your exhale, reach the arms, float your leg up to tabletop. Inhale, return. Exhale, initiate from your center to lift that leg up. Just staying on the same leg. Feel your right sit bone anchored down. Feel that lift come from your pelvic floor muscles. And lower abdominals always drawing in. You never want to feel that those abdominals are pushing out. Last three. Last two. And exhale. Last time up. Switch the legs. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, reach your arms, float that right leg up. Lower down slowly with control. Exhale, initiate from your center. Check in with your ribs, make sure they're still heavy on the mat. Your pelvis is still neutral as well. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. That exhale will always facilitate a deeper lower abdominal and pelvic floor contraction. Got two more times. And last one. Both feet down on the mat, arms back up. Now we are going to further challenge our core stability by reaching the arms overhead. Notice when you do that the ribs may want to pop up. You want to keep the ribs anchored down as you do that motion. We'll do that with a heel slide. So inhale to prepare. On your exhale, slide the left leg away from you and the arms overhead and pull back together. Exhale, feel your abs draw in to stabilize your spine. Be aware that your back doesn't arch as you do this. If you feel that there is some strain in your low back, you may just want to start with a smaller arm and leg motion, and that is fine. You want to start where your body feels connected and then work to greater ranges of motion. Inhale up. 2 more. And last, stretch out. Pull back up and we'll switch to the right leg. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, slide that right foot out as you reach overhead. Pull from your center back up. Exhale. Abs draw in and they work to pull back up. Stretch out, keeping the spine neutral. Low abs drawing in. Pelvic floor muscles lifting up. Last 3. And 2. Last 1. Feet down and hands down. We're going to do some leg circles. Float that left leg up to tabletop. Your spine is still neutral. And we're going to introduce this leg circle. So on your exhale, I'm going to lower my left foot a little bit. Circle the leg out to the side. I find it helpful to bring my hands back onto my ribs and pelvis to know that they're staying still and stable as I circle my left hip around. You want to feel that circle come from the back of your hip more than the thigh. Doesn't need to be big. And circle the other way. Inhale out to the side, exhale around. Every time you exhale, you'll feel that deeper draw in of your navel to your spine and your pelvic floor muscles gently drawing up towards your navel. And last circle, set your left foot down. Use your abs, pull that right knee up to tabletop. Show your ribs down, pelvis is anchored down. Lower that right foot down a little bit, push it out to the side and back up. Awareness is on your pelvis staying still and stable as you can circle that right hip around. Try to make the work come from the back of the right hip more than the thigh. We switch directions. The leg goes out to the side, circle around. Inhale and exhale. Abs still pulling up and in. Breathing deeply. And this is our last circle. Both feet down. I'm going to set the pillow aside now to move on to some bridging. You do want your head flat down here. Arms reach to your side. We'll start this bridge with a pelvic tilt. So on your exhale now, you'll draw your navel into your spine. Your pelvic floor muscles lift up to your navel and your sit bones and your tailbone lift up into a bridge. Now that you're here, you're going to open your knees, close your knees, and lower back down to your neutral spine. On your exhale, navel draws in. Use your glutes to lift up into the air. Open, close, and lower down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, draw in, lift up. Make sure on your bridge that your ribs don't pop out. You still want to feel that same connection to your pelvis that we did with the other exercises. So you can put your hands back on the rib cage and pelvis if that's helpful to you. Exhale. Open and close and lower down. We've got one more just like this. Rolling through the pelvis. Open, close, and lowering back down to neutral spine. Step your feet out wide. And again, you'll bridge up on the exhale. Now close your knees, open, and lower down. Exhale, lift up. Close, open, and lower down. On your exhale, navel drawing in, pelvic floor muscles lifting up, and keeping those glutes active. We'll go 2 more times through. Lift it up, close, open, lower down, and last lift up, close, open, and lower down. You can pull the knees into your chest just for a little stretch of your back. We're gonna move to hands and knees next. So safest to turn onto your side and then press up to seated. We'll come onto all fours here. So again, finding a neutral pelvis, shoulders right over wrists, hips over knees. And you don't want your pelvis to drop down or to be too far rounded up. Just have a fairly flat spine. We're gonna challenge that core stability with our left leg. So on your exhale, slide your left leg back behind you. Use your glutes to lift it up. Drop the foot down and slide it right back in. On your exhale, initiate from the center of your body. Squeeze that glute, lift it up, drop the foot down, and bend right back in. As you send that left leg back, you're lifting your navel to your spine. You have your pelvic floor muscles engaged, and pull back in. So if it feels like too much to lift the leg, you can just do the slide without that lift. Your pelvis should stay still. You don't want to feel like your back is arching or rotating. And just concentrate on keeping those deep abdominals engaged. Lift up and hold. Flex your foot. Now on your next exhale, you are going to point your toe. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Try to initiate this from your lower abdominals. Every time you exhale, you pull the abs in deeper. Lift those pelvic floor muscles up. And try to connect the entire body. Inhale. Exhale, point. Last one, and pull that left knee in. We'll switch to the right side. Settling in again to that neutral spine. On your exhale, engage your abs first. Slide that right leg back. Use the glute, lift it up. Toe taps down, and bend it back in. Slide back. Lift from your center. Drop down, and slide it in. Exhale to lift. Inhale, come back in slow and controlled. Exhale. Abs lift as your legs lift. Awareness on the center of your body, navel drawing up and into your spine. Find the support of those deep abdominals here. And this is our last one. We lift it up and hold. Flex that right foot. Now on your exhale, engage through the center of your body, point your toe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Feel the back of your leg working. Feel that connection to your center. Always feeling the support of your deep abdominals and pelvic floor muscles as you move the rest of your body. Last two. Last one. Pull that right knee in. And I'm just going to sit back into a child's pose, letting all tension go in my body. Take a deep inhale into your lower lateral ribs. And exhale. We're coming up to some seated work. So I'm going to start sitting tall, feet out away from you at a comfortable distance. And I'm going to have the hands right behind my thighs for a bit of support. I like it to work the pelvic floor muscles in seated because sometimes it's easier to feel that lift here in an upright position. So inhale to prepare. On your exhale, pull your navel into your spine, and you're going to feel that lift of your pelvic floor muscles. So from your pubic bone up to your navel, or the bottom tip of the tailbone up towards your navel. On this exhale, you're going to step back into just a little bit of a pelvic tilt. We'll hold this still with our left arm. On your exhale, lift the right arm up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Initiating this lift all the way down from your pelvic floor muscles. So it's more from your core and less from your arm. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Find that deep abdominal and pelvic floor lift. And left hand comes back behind your thigh. We've got the other arm. Inhale, exhale, lift from the center of your body. Find that lift from your pelvic floor muscles. Deep abdominals drawing in. You can gaze down, make sure that those abdominals are never pushing out. When they're drawing in, it indicates that we are at that deeper layer of muscles. Both hands down, and you can come back up tall. If that's challenging, I would suggest doing another set of single arm. If you feel like you can do a little bit more, then we'll do both arms together. So round back again to that same point, just a little pelvic tilt. Abs scooping in, pelvic floor muscles lifting up, and we're gonna lift both arms on the exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, lift only as high as you can without losing that connection between your rib cage and pelvis. If you lift up in your back arches, then that is too far. You just want to stay in the range that your whole body feels really connected. You can come up a little bit higher to a more upright position. Initiate that lift from the center of your body. Feel that connection between your arms and your deep abdominals. And just one more lift. And come back up tall. We're gonna stay seated, and for this series, I like to prop myself up a little bit, so I would suggest sitting on your pillow, or I'm going to grab my yoga block and sit myself right up here. I'm gonna turn at a little bit of an angle from the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to sit with my legs crossed. You can do whatever feels most comfortable to you, or even sit up in a chair. We're going to do a little bit of postural work here, which is really important to create space in your abdomen and decrease pressure on your pelvic floor or on your abdominal wall. We're going to bring the arms up in front of you. Inhale to prepare. On your exhale, you are going to squeeze your shoulder blades slightly and pull open. Inhale and close. Exhale, shoulder blades pull back and down. Now notice if you go too far, your ribs may pop up and your back will arch. So as you exhale and open your arms, I still want you to feel that connection between your rib cage and pelvis. So every time you exhale, the navel is pulling into your spine. The pelvic floor muscles are lifting slightly up towards your navel. Exhale will help you find that better core stability. Ribs staying anchored down. Don't let them pop up. Just make sure the shoulders are low and not shrugged up towards your ears. Last one here. Hold the arms open. And now on our exhale, we'll reach one arm straight up. Inhale down. Exhale, reach. Just like the last exercise, we want to be lifting from the center of your body. So feel that connection to your breath, to your deep abdominals. And feel how those muscles support your body as you move. And again, you're welcome to stay here with a single arm, or I'm going to challenge my core a little bit more by lifting both arms up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift from your center. And just be aware that as you lift the arms, you don't want the ribs to pop up. So if they have, you'll just want to draw the ribs back in and feel that connection to your pelvis again. Inhale. Exhale, it's a lift from your center. Inhale. Exhale, lift. We've got 3 more. Lift from your center. Straddle up and in. And this is our last one. One more arm variation here. Arms are going to be straight out in front of you. We're going to go on to a row. So shoulders are low. Just make sure you're not shrugged up at all. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, I'm going to row my left arm back just with a slight turn towards the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, right. You're pulling your abs in. You want to feel that rotation be initiated from your lower abs and feel it come from your upper back. You don't want to feel any strain in your lower back here. So strong through that upper back and supported. It's going to help us stay in a better posture throughout our day and create more space in the abdomen with less pressure in our pelvic floor and abdominal wall. So it'll make a big long-term difference in the healing of your diastasis recti. Let's go 2 more each side. Staying connected to your breath, your deep core muscles. This is our last one. And you are all set. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.